Go on to the next one, Real Madrid. They advance as well to the quarterfinals. They've won this competition the last 2 years. They're looking to make it a third. Obviously, La Liga, it's not gone very well for them this year, but they're still very much alive and thriving in this. Cristiano Ronaldo, what more can you say about him? He has been money. He has scored in his last 9 consecutive Champions League games, as good as it gets. But before we get to Real Madrid, I want to hit on Neymar and PSG, of course. Neymar, of course, suffered a terrible injury before this match, so we knew he was out of it. He had to have surgery, so we knew he wasn't going to be in this, which basically took PSG out of this. They weren't going to beat Real Madrid without Neymar. But I've seen so many people giving so much to PSG for all the money they've been spending and not being able to get over the hump. I think you've got to pump the brakes a little bit. This is Neymar's first year. I don't think any of us looked at PSG and said, year one with Neymar, they were going to win it all with this new team. I think you got to give PSG a little bit of a break here. Fair?
No.
Oh,
they spent
right.
almost $400 million on 2 players, and they didn't show up. Granted, Neymar wasn't in the second leg. What happened in the first leg? That was just a terrible performance. They were up 1-0, and then Real Madrid just took over. And we talked about championship pedigree and teams being able to win this competition and knowing how to win it. Marco Verratti, another name that you could throw out there. This guy's supposed to be one of the best midfielders in the world, and he's not playing like it. He gets sent off in this match. Mbappe doesn't play as well nearly like he did last year in the Champions League for Monaco. And then Thiago Silva is a shell of himself. I mean, give credit to Real Madrid, but this second leg, PSG just flat out did not show up, and it looked like Real Madrid was playing both games at the Bernabeu, if I'm being honest with you.
So, do you think next year, with Neymar back and he gets healthy, is next year that or bust?
It is. I think it's going to be that or bust almost every single time he's there because they've won the league before without Neymar, and they're going to win it again this year because they have the talent to do that. They brought Neymar in, they brought Mbappe in to win the Champions League. And it takes time. I mean, we're just seeing City click now as a team that's going to be able to advance, and they're playing great after spending so much on investments. But I think Unai Emery's run has come to an end there. I think they had that epic collapse against Barcelona last year, and it's happening again this year, and they're eliminated.
Let's go to Real Madrid before we move to City, like you just mentioned. Real Madrid, again, I alluded to earlier, it's not been a picture-perfect year for them in La Liga, certainly, but in this competition, Ronaldo has been sensational, has played his best, and then Real Madrid is still very much playing very well. Do you think that they can just focus everything they have on the Champions League and have a good chance of maybe winning it for the 3rd time in a row?
I think they're not as great as they were last year because in terms of depth and players they might have sold, but it's still Real Madrid. They got Cristiano Ronaldo. They got the backbone of that defense still there. The midfield's still great. If they want to put all their eggs in one basket for the Champions League, they most certainly can win it because they're that talented and they've done it twice before. I know we talk about how difficult it is to win this competition consistently, but they got the talent to do it.